joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. And here is Grant.
Get the perimeter.
Pass to Leonard. It's taken away by Brewer. From past the arc. Rebound by Albuquerque. Leonard looking over the floor. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Fareed with a clean look. And finally they hit one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And stolen by Wright. For three. The rebound by Grant. Anunoby outside. Stolen by Fareed. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Fareed's got 5.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Shoots the three. And the basket by Brewer.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Here is Chalmers. Poked away. And they're pushing it up. Brewer, good. Brewer's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Brewer. He's got 6. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Albuquerque foul. Harvey Grant. First personal foul.
Here's Wright. Pass to Brewer. Three-pointer. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Out to the wing. Launches it. And a check with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Leonard. They could use a bucket. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 5 now.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Now here's Bender after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. Stolen by Grant. Anunoby outside. Banchero grabs the board.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fareed outside. Here's the three. And the three ball is good. He's got 8.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Brewer. Pass to Bender. Fires for 3. And a check with the rebound. Here's Grant. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Banchero's got 7 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the...
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
DeLon Wright, 2 shots.
And so Wright nails both of them. Now Chalmers. No scoring in this one. Outside Leonard. Back to Chalmers. Screen by Grant. The shot. Chalmers' shot is no good. Here's Brewer. Oh, and the dunk by Brewer.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Leonard. Good, and Grant gets the assist. He's got 7.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Here's Fareed. They grab their own miss. Here's Brewer. And another shot. Here's Banchero. Fareed's got space. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Right outside. A 3 ball. He's off on that one. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. And let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Bender. Jacks up a 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Grant outside. Outside O'Neal. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Fareed. And Fareed throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
They get the rebound. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
DeLon Wright.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Grant surveying the D. And stolen by Wright. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
DeLon Wright at the line for 1.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
For the 3. And Shaq pulls it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Pass to Brewer. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's O'Neal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Banchero, that's good.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
The 3 from Chalmers. Here's Shaq. Grant outside. 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Anunoby with it. Now Wright defending. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's his first trip to the line.
Team foul.
The free throw drops for Grant.
At the line for Albuquerque. Harvey Grant.
And Grant drops them both. 1:06 left to play in the first half. Kicks it out to Banchero. They set the pick. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer right. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Grant outside. O'Neal drives in. 3-on-3. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Grant. And stolen by Wright. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brewer's shot is off. And Albuquerque with the possession. Grant outside. And stolen by Wright. And now here comes Wright leading the break. And Wright throws it down.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him. And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
The visiting team
delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway.
First team foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Albuquerque, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. He's off on the first.
G.G. Jackson.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Abdul Rahim. Pass to Coulibaly. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pulls from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Reddish has got his first points of the game.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's Koulibaly. Back to Black. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. Here's Jackson. Driving the lane. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Pass to Koulibaly. From deep three-point territory. Rebound by Albuquerque. And here's Reddish. Tipped away. It's stolen by Reddish. To the inside. Here's Ellison. Here's Black. Here's Koulibaly. No good from outside. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Reddish with the ball. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Black. It's hauled in by Dunn. And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Alexander. Sinks the triple. Alexander's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Dunn misses.
Normally, he drains that.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc. Not going to go that time. .152 left in the third. Abdul-Rahim shot is good. It's stolen by Reddish. Pass to Black. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Now, here's Reddish. Here's Bitadze. It's tipped. Clock at 6. Goes back up. The shot off that time. Here's Abdul-Rahim. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, nice dive to the rim. Abdul-Rahim just possesses outstanding mobility for a guy with his size. And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Koulibaly misses the 3.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
One-on-one here. Here's Reddish. Bangs home the trifecta. Reddish has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
There's 3-pointers off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And here is Chalmers. Releases. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Chalmers has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Albuquerque. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An aggressive, creative player on the attack. I like seeing Banchero get those whistles.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. And Albuquerque making a change here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. And stolen by Wright. Pass to Brewer. Down low. Here's Banchero. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
At the line for Albuquerque, G.G. Jackson. 2 shots.
Jackson hits both of them. Now Bender. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
The kick out to O'Neal. And a miss there on the triple. Over in the corner, Bender. This one for 3. It's good from long range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Banchero, right side. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Here's Chalmers. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Here's Leonard. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Six on the shot clock. Can't hit from 12. Here's Banchero. They get it back. And Bender throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Shaq down low. Chalmers looking around. Back to O'Neal. It's stolen by Banchero.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Pass to Chalmers. Outside Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Lets it go from deep. Bender with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Takes the three. Rebound by Albuquerque. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here's Wright. And there's the drive. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Outside Leonard. Off target from the wing. Here's Bender. Lets it go with the three. The shot, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Outside Leonard. Jackson with the screen. The kick out to Anunoby. The three. Kenneth Faried pulls it in. Here's Bender. Drills it from outside.
Jonathan Bender.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Chalmers uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Out left to the wing. Bender with a wide open look.
Jonathan
Knocks
Bender.
down the three ball.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The visiting club takes... you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Grant with the ball.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Chalmers. Brewer with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bender, no good.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Grant gets a wide open look. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Now in transition is Brewer. Here we go.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play one or two, but that passing ability is important at either position.
And here's Chalmers for three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Fareed. And Bender throws it down.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. O'Neal wide open. O'Neal on the wing. Over Fareed. O'Neal no good. It's right on the wing. The shot's good from Fareed.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. Brewer with the steal. Banchero with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Fareed, no good. Shot on the wing. And Leonard gets it to go.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think through his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through. If you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Misses the three. Albuquerque trails by 6. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Here's Bender. Off target with his three. Grant goes in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Bender. Drills it from outside. Bender's got 5 minutes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Wright. Scoreless thus far. Here's Brewer. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball.
Goes to Albuquerque.
1:09 left here in the opening quarter. With the drive. Chalmers' shot is no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Albuquerque trails by 7. Left side, Grant. Over right. Here's Shaq. And it's good. 2 points.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here's Brewer. Off target from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anunoby, good.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Here's Banchero. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He has 6.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
First team foul.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And here's Leonard from 3.
That's the end.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Chalmers outside. Right side, Leonard. Fires the 3.
Well, we all know that DeLon Wright has instincts as a scorer, but remember, this guy takes pride in his defense.
Fareed with a clean look. The offensive rebound from downtown. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
Trains the three-pointer.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Shaq with the screen. Back to Leonard. Outside, O'Neal. Chalmers outside. And they're pushing it up. A wide open look here for Wright. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Pass to Bender. Tries to hit him. Anunoby sends it back. Deflects the pass. Chalmers outside. Over right. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Here's Bender. 11 points in the game. Right outside. Pass to Fareed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fareed's got 7 points.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
No good off the front iron.
pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stunt.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Grant outside. Back to Anunoby. They set the pick. Here's O'Neal. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Albuquerque. There's 1:17 left now here in the second. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 9. Banchero outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Three-pointer right. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Albuquerque trails by 13. And the basket by Chalmers.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
From deep. Bender with the rebound. Inside. Here's Fareed. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fareed's got 4 points in the quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
That one's not going to go. And we finished one half of basketball.
With the score.
Up by 15. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And here's Reddish. Good on the triple. Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Alexander in the post. Now Reddish to the wing right side. Here's Dunn. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's the screen. Back to Coulibaly. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Bataze. Albuquerque trails by 21. Here's Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Alexander's got his first points in this one. Here's Ellison. And he makes good on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
That bucket in no time at all. Coulibaly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's tipped. Here's Black. Knocks down the 3 ball. Black's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Pass to Alexander. Here's Bitadze. Now Reddish. It's stolen by Reddish. Out left to the wing. Here's Abdul Rahim. Guarded by Reddish. Here's Koulibaly. Hits the three from the wing. Koulibaly's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Reddish. Rebound by Albuquerque. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Reddish. Nails it from the high post.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Black. Here's the drive. Koulibaly, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jackson has the open look. Jump shot is good that time. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Koulibaly with it. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Abdul Rahim. Pocket 6. And the wide open shot from Reddish. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Driving the lane. Pass to Bitadze. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Assist from
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left in the third. Here's Leonard. That one misses. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's O'Neal. Outside Leonard. They get it back. Anunoby outside. Now, here's Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers.
And Chalmers slams it in.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided.
Home team.
Delivering the blowout.
Albuquerque.
And after a quick break, we're going to come. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal
Yeah,
foul.
really good defensive
First
play to
team
cut him
foul.
off there and square up.
And so here's the home team. Here's Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
Mario Chalmers picks
First
one up.
team foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that
At
one.
the line for your home team. Delon Wright.
Good on the second free throw. And Albuquerque with the possession. Grant for 3. And Wright pulls it down. Lets it go. Another shot. Pass to Brewer. For 3. The rebound by Grant. O'Neal on the wing. And here is Chalmers. And stolen by Wright. The three. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. And so here's Albuquerque. No good from Grant. Fareed, right side. There's the triple. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Anunoby, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Outside Leonard. And stolen by Wright.
And before he had time to bring the ball back in off the pump fake, out, and they're off. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And here is Chalmers. Leonard, that's for 2. Here's Grant. The kick out to Anunoby. Takes a 3. Brewer with the rebound. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Anunoby. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Here's Bender. Hands it from downtown.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Just 5 to shoot. Now Chalmers. And it's good for 2.
Mario Chalmers.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Chalmers. Knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. Here's O'Neal. Grant outside. Charity stripe shot. Bender with the rebound. Banchero outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. Wide open look. And Kenneth Fareed pulls it down.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Bender, no good. Here's O'Neal. He takes it in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team.
How about the movement of Shaq on the bounce. It's unreal for someone of his stature.
And he can't hit the second.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
"17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. A three from Leonard. That shot off. Pass to Bender. Fires the three. Can't get it to fall. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This game...
Okay, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
Here we go.
Outside Coulibaly. Jackson the screen. Pass to Chalmers. Rebounded by Kamari. Now Wembanyama. Now Coulibaly. Coulibaly defending. Three-pointer. He buries it from three.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara, he'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career.
Here's Chalmers. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Chalmers. He takes it in. And that one is hammered home.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Brewer. Wembanyama screen. 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by Kamari. Outside Coulibaly. This one for three. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Wembanyama. From outside the arc. Rebound by Jackson.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Coulibaly. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Warwick, defended by Jackson. To halt the run. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Poke loose. Coulibaly with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Brewer. Here's Chalmers. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Chalmers. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Pass to Chalmers. Here's Warwick. Outside Coulibaly. To the wing on the left. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
.110 left in the first quarter here. No one covering. Chalmers has got 5 points. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Outside Koulibaly. Jackson the screen. And it's Koulibaly missing. To the left wing. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The three from Wembanyama. Drills it from deep. He's got 5.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Team foul. Mario Chalmers. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kamare. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Brewer. One second left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Up by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Here's Chalmers. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Kamare. 6 to shoot. Jackson on the wing. From downtown. Outside Koulibaly. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. There's the triple. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Warwick. And the powerful one-handed slam.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Pass to Chalmers.
Home team foul. Mario Chalmers. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. It's stolen. Now Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Pass to Fareed. Beyond the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the right side. The 3 from Wembanyama. Ellison grabs the board.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Hey, puts up a 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Koulibaly. Ellison grabs the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the shot's good by Irving.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Left side, Wembanyama. And here's Koulibaly. No good on the triple. Right side, Irving. Pass to Ellison. Driving in. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And the finish by Irving.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Ellison from outside, off the mark. Here's Chalmers. Outside Koulibaly. Wembanyama screen. And that one's good. Koulibaly's got 6 points.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Got it. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Reddish on the wing. He's scoreless. Pass to Black. First. Trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
At the line for the away team,
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Here's Mobo. Fires for 3. That one is off.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Pass to Ellison. Now here's Reddish to the left side wing.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
personal foul, 4th team foul.
And he drops the first.
Kenneth Hurry. 2 shots.
That one misses. Here's Reddish. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
Your home team
Leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Kamari. Takes a 3. Fareed grabs the board. All alone on the break. Here's Irving. Out to the wing. Here's Ellison. Now here's Irving. Puts up a 3. He can't hit that time. Right on the right side. Pass to Kamari. The 3. 4-3. Buries it from 3. Kamari's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Black. Here's Fareed. Irving up top. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Irving's got 7.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Right with the ball. Irving picks him up. And the foul called on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Wright. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And it's Irving missing. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Kamari into the lane. Pass to Mobo. And they're on the run. Here's Fareed. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And when you have a forward like Kenneth Fareed sprinting down the court on the break, it's absolutely terrifying. A huge presence who runs the floor well.
And it's been punch, counter punch between these two today.
They set the pick. Here's Fareed. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Fareed's got 5 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Kamari, that's good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Black. Deflects the pass. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Reddish. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Mobo's got his first points in this one.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Here's the break. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Shakes him. Boom! He jams it straight down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Koulibaly drives in. Pass to Chalmers. Here's Mobo. Here he goes. Shot clock at 5. Here's Koulibaly. Knocks down the long J. Koulibaly's got 9.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Black. Outside Reddish. Here's Fareed. Here's Black. Pulls it from the corner. Ellison grabs the board. 27 seconds left in the third. Out left to the wing. 16 seconds left in the third. Outside Koulibaly. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. Koulibaly's got 6 in the quarter.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. The first one falls.
Anthony Black taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Leading by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
34.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Warwick. The ball's knocked loose. For the three. He's off on that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Right side, Koulibaly. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Wembanyama, the open look. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Bullseye!
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Pass to Kamari. Puts up a deep three. That shot, no good. Cuts off the pass. Here's Chalmers. And he throws it down with one hand.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Now, that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Kamari. And he drives in. And he dunks it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Out to the right wing. The three from Ayton. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Warren. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Warwick's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's Wright missing.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Down low. Kamari. The three from Ayton. Jackson surveying the D. Fires in the triple.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Pass to Kamari. Wembanyama screen. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now Ayton. Count it. Good.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Outside Wembanyama. And he commits the intentional foul. And Chris Finch has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Substitution for the away team.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Kamari. Here's Warwick. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 3. There's 57 seconds left to the game.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And a foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Jackson outside. Left side, Koulibaly. Here's Irving. And he buries it. And that one brings them within 1.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Here's Chalmers. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Warwick. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wembanyama. Launches a 3. Chalmers with a rebound. On the break. Here's Jackson. Count it!
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Takes one from 10 feet. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so the road team...
Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. The 3 ball. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Chalmers. Offensive rebound. Pass to Kamare. Now Chalmers. The 3. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Warwick. Wembanyama outside. The tray. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Chalmers. Jackson with the screen. Here's Kamare. Picked off in midair. Here's Warwick. Hands it from downtown.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Ayton a screen. And the basket by Chalmers. Chalmers has got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Wembanyama outside. No good from outside. On the wing, Koulibaly. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. On the wing, Koulibaly. 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. Connects from 3-point range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Brewer driving to the basket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And the basket by Kamare.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Wright. Wembanyama outside. Over Ayton. Brewer. And he's good on the 3-ball. 5 points in the game.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
There's Jackson with the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
And here is Brewer. 5 points in the game. Koulibaly with it. Here's Kamare. A 3-pointer is right on target. Kamare's got 5 now.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And here comes the break. And it's Wright missing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Koulibaly. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
At the line for the away team.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Chalmers outside. Pass to Kamare. Back to Chalmers. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 7.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
That's the end of the first quarter.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up 3. And back in a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Back to Koulibaly. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Warwick. And the rejection by Jackson. Jackson with the screen. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kamare. Puts the move on. And it's... Picks that one up and powers it through.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
And the dunk by Wright.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And Benyama outside. They set the screen. Here's Warwick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Brewer. Drills the three-pointer. Brewer's got 11 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And it's Wright sending it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Here's Kamare. He's got 7. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Out left to the wing. Ayton, the screen. A second chance effort. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 9. Now here's Wright. And Benyama outside. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
From the arc. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the... throat. Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, And this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Pass to Ellison. Misses from close range. And here's Chalmers for three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Out to the wing. There's the pick. Pass to Fareed. Back to Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Koulibaly, no good. Over in the corner, Reddish wants to get it to Fareed and does.
And that's what the defense gets for allowing Fareed to get room there to throw it down. He's one of the hardest working players in the game.
Chalmers' shot is no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Irving looking for an opening. Clock at 6. And the 3-ball is good. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Pass to Mobo. And again, unable to change momentum here. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Irving for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 8 points. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
Here's Kamara. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first half of play. They're up by 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. He takes it in. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a good screen. Here's Reddish. Ellison with the rebound. Now Koulibaly. Still yet to score. And here's Irving. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Koulibaly. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 6.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's Kamara. Hits the 3 from the wing. Kamara's got 8.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Chalmers. Here's Kamara. Headed by Reddish. Here's Fareed. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Irving. No good that time.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Outside Irving. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They get the rebound. Pass to Reddish. Here's Ellison. No scoring in this one. Knocks down the three ball. Chalmers with it. Here's Kamare. Tipped away. It's stolen by Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Third quarter of basketball here, just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Koulibaly, good on the three-point shot. Koulibaly's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Stolen by Fareed. Left side, Irving. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got 10. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Here's Black to the wing right side. Over in the corner, Reddish. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 6. Fareed outside. Back to Black. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 22, Cam Reddish.
35 seconds left in the third. Here's Chalmers. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Ellison. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
"17 seconds left in the third quarter. Chalmers outside. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. Back to Ayton. Got a hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, Victor Wembanyama, Hakeem Warwick, Corey Brewer, DeLon Wright.
The deep three from Wembanyama. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up 9. We're going to step aside for just a second. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Koulibaly. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Warwick. Right outside. A 3 from Wembanyama. Rebounded by Kamare. Pass to Jackson. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Wembanyama, a screen. Warwick gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Right, that's a two-pointer, and it's in there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Back to right. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Cam Reddish. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Now here's Wright. Wembanyama outside. There's a screen. Nice shot from the wing.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Koulibaly gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Coming on the floor for the away team, number 33, Kamari.
Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
It's tipped. Pass to Kamari. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Koulibaly with it. To the inside.
Ball is trouble. The ball goes to the away team.
Now, Wright. Outside for Wembanyama. The three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Irving. Jackson with the screen. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And Wright, here we go. And Wright throws it down hard.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Brewer. Outside for Wembanyama. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Warwick. Now Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. Plus the 3 after using the pump fake. Wembanyama's got 5 points now in the quarter. Jackson with the screen. On its way from Irving for 2. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Didn't have to lean, not a defender on him, but he looked very much in rhythm doing it.
And Chalmers no good on that one. Here's Kamara. Off target from three-point range.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
On the wing, Brewer. Takes a three. Rebounded by Jackson. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Warwick. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role.